What's up, everybody? I got a great surprise for you today. All right, in this video, we're gonna be installing some Atturo 315 3520s. We got our Hellcat replicas. Already took a look at them, they look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the tire shop, get these installed. And one thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna take and buy 2 extra tire pressure sensors, and I'm gonna install them. That way, so I'll have this as a whole set, and then I'll have my stock 275 so that I can put back on, or I can move to the front later on if I want to. But let's head over and get these mounted. All right, so it's a different day. Whenever I went to drop off my wheels and tires, they had the tire sensors, but apparently you have to buy a separate clip or something that holds those tire sensors on so they don't, I guess, fall out or something. So they didn't have that, and I had to wait on them to order those. They came in this morning, so I dropped off my wheels and tires as soon as I got off work, and they have them ready, so we're going to head over there now and pick them up. All right, so got the wheels and tires back. I looked them all over, they look good. Don't look like they got any scratches or anything, which is always good. It always gets me in a nervous wreck having to get brand new wheels and tires mounted and stuff, because I'm scared they're gonna get scratched up. But let me roll this thing up here so you can actually look and see how big this tire actually is. You look at that comparison. I'm hoping the video is actually doing justice. That is a big difference. All right, so as you know, I just bought this about a month ago, and something that just scared me quite a bit. I went ahead and placed the jack underneath the car, and before I lifted the tire off the ground, I went to brake. The lug's loose. Well, I can tell you right now, they were nowhere near the torque spec that they're supposed to be at. And I want to check all these other ones, because that's scary, especially on a high performance vehicle like this. That's crazy. All right, so got the stock tire off. I don't know if you guys can really see how much of a difference the offset is. I don't think it doesn't look that aggressive on camera, but in person, oh, it looks really good. You can kind of see a difference in the width right there. Well, we're gonna have to add the spacers. All right, so some spots where you might have rubbing is gonna be right back here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this straight across up there, give me a little bit more room back here. And for up here, most common area for rubbing is gonna be this piece right here. And then this, you kind of just wanna fold back so it's not sticking out at all. And I know some people, what they'll do is they'll get a heat gun and they'll actually heat this up and they'll kind of push it in, I guess. But I do notice there is like a metal bracket behind there. So I'm not sure how much clearance you can actually get by using the heat gun. But I'm definitely gonna have to use a 3mm spacer. All right, so I got this trimmed. And that's all I took off. I mean, it's not much. It's more of like a prevention thing, just in case of bumps or something. You don't want it to start hitting and then fold towards the tire and start rubbing or heat up and melt. Here's the spacer that I'm gonna use. You can see it's the 3mm. I already took one out of a bag. It doesn't push it out much, but it should give it just enough clearance. And I think you can use these for Dodge, Chevy, and Ford. I know those three you can because I guess the holes are all lined up to where they'll fit any of them. But it's pretty easy to install them. You just gotta kind of rotate it around until you find slots that fit yours. And as you can see, they are hub centric. So I'm gonna get this wheel, we're gonna get it on here and we'll see how it looks. So I think it's gonna clear, but I mean, it's barely clearing. One thing I'm afraid of is it might actually rub on bumps and stuff for going around corners. Well, I guess one way to find out if they're gonna work or not is I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one on, and we'll take it out for a test drive, and I guess we'll see how it does. All right, so that's about how far it's sticking out. It's sticking out pretty far, but I don't have the car lowered or anything, so I don't think it'll hit or rub on like any bumps or anything, or if I'm trying to launch hard, I don't think that the back end will squat enough to where it's actually going to rub the fender. All right, so everything fit good. Took it on a test drive. Didn't sound like there was any rubbing or anything.